Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Ticket to Ride. So I put in my email and logged in, and it is very important to say they immediately emailed both my email address and the plain text password to that address. That tells me their security is non-existent on that email. So not only is this game now proven to me that we're gonna slow it back down here, that they have no security and they're going to harass you to ask you for your email. Any password you put in there is sent over unencrypted email that can be caught by man-in-the-middle attacks at any point easily, and it is unencrypted on their servers. Any company you deal with that tells you your password ever therefore knows your password, and that's not good security by today's standards. The correct thing to do is a process called salted and hashed. What would happen there as we start? We're going to play the European game here. Also, I wanted to point out that even if you go to the rules here, you're getting ads in the rules. And then when you click on the rules, you're just given this basic website garbage, cheap program with their cheap security. Anyways, so salted and hashed is something is hashed on your computer, and then that takes your password and then converts it into a long encoded like string that's a version of the password but not the password, because it's a master key combined with the, we're gonna do Europe, it's a master key combined with what your password is to then create something different that can't be determined unless you have the master key. Now, what you also do is you salt that so that the master key is different for different people, and that way you can't just get the master key for one person and then have all the passwords for everyone else. Obviously, Days of Wonder's account doesn't use any of that, because they would not be able to email you your password, which is a stupid thing. Why would I need an email of the password I just knew? And if you ever go to a site and you say, I forgot your password, and they say, okay, this is your password, you shouldn't do any business with them at all. What they should do is say, fine, we'll send you a link, if you can click this link, we'll let you reset your password, but that's it. Now, one thing here is if you try to change your password and the game says, and whatever service says you can't use that password because that password's already been used, that doesn't immediately mean that they know what your password is, because they can salt and hash it, compare what you're trying to put with the salt and hash of the old ones, and say those still match up. So we still don't know what the password is, but we know it's the same, therefore we're not going to let you reuse it. Tunnels of uncertain length. Interesting. That's what's special in Europe. Well, how could it be uncertain length? And then ferries. Well, stations you can build in cities to borrow routes. This is new. I don't understand how any of that works. Well, I think that's a good one. And then that's a good one. And then that's a good one. So there's an ambitious path here. Sorry to get on the IT rant, but I mean, this game literally harassed me. I have a firewall on my computer by default, so it wasn't accessing the internet at first. And so it initially harassed me by saying, we need your password, let's get your account. Was that because it couldn't access the internet and it would have given up after the first time? Maybe. Is that acceptable? Absolutely not. Then, after I give them their password, I really get no... I make an account with them, I really got no benefit from them. At all. No free DLC. No... extra little thing. No... nothing. So they just harassed me. What's your password? What's your password? I would recommend you make a separate Gmail account for things like this and give those Gmail accounts to just those people. I'm certain I will get a Days of Wonder email at some point that just wants that is totally gonna want. Do I want to pay these extra cards? No. So there must be like a dice when you play this. Ew. That's a weird way to play. Alright, so... okay. I don't have any blue or green right now. I'll just take a couple of those. I desperately need a blue. Green, blue. So, take this. I've got quite the ambitious path here. I have no idea what my opponent is doing at all. Let's see. I'm kind of just all over the map on this. Inherently, I just don't think I like this game as a board game. It's just a little too much. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and play this. I guess I can't. I guess that's a black card there, isn't it? That's another. Gosh, you gotta be pretty precise too. Honestly, I don't know if a giant board game like this is gonna be that easy to play. As far as on an iPad or on a PC. I mean, I definitely have a big enough screen to see all of this. Oh, so maybe it requires a significant amount of extra. I'm just gonna go ahead and claim that and pay the extra. It seems like it's one extra card. So I need to build my stack here so I have enough pieces to to make a path. It's like... I think I've over-clicked here. Too much. He's about to... I've got way too many cards now. So let's get some tickets. That would be a mistake. That would be a mistake. And this is what I have to do, I guess. So... how can we do this? Well, there's no way to survive this one, so let's find the longest path I can connect here, which would probably just be 3. Or do I want to get more tickets? I think it's probably better just to get more tickets. Try to offset your losses if you can. And I can't, so I'll just take another loss. I'm so bad at this game. I really am. I think there's probably a level of, I guess, increased skill and ability when you're playing in front of somebody else and you kind of can pay attention. Also, if you were playing on the real board, you could easily tell the difference between plastic pieces that have been played on top of the board and just the colorful lines on the board. And hey, that is a lot closer than I realized. Wait a minute, did I win here? No. That was certainly a lot closer than I thought it would be. And then they want you to share. There's a decent game in Ticket to Ride. It's not awful. Okay, we'll do Europe 1912 now, which is this one. It's just so cheesy. 19 new tickets. Like, I would say if you were gonna get this game at all, you have to first of all love Ticket to Ride, which is the first thing. Second of all, you need to ask yourself, how much is it really worth to you? And third of all, I would say just get the original part or any parts that are actually on sale. The Steam sale really kind of just screwed me over in that, yes, the original game was pretty cheap, but the rest of it wasn't. Let's see. Let's just take those two. And so I ended up paying, I think, $15 for all these DLCs, and at about $2 or $3 for each DLC thing, I'm not seeing the value there. I don't see any value in any of these DLCs over 50 cents. Actually, they should just be integrated into the game. The main game by itself is going to get a little boring. It's certainly not going to get you up to that 2000 level. Oh, I guess I could follow these green dots. That would be helpful. And then each little change is just the smallest of small changes. It's not a new board, it's not really any drastic difference to the cards. Maybe there are some very subtle things here that I'm not realizing, but see, I've got to claim this right here or I'm gonna be in trouble. I won't be able to get that. I have no idea what these mean, if that's just an indeterminate amount. Don't have enough training cards of the right color. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. So I think I need coal cards, black cards. I keep calling them like these fairies. I don't have enough of the right color, it says. I think there's probably too many colors here. If I was just to randomly make an estimate of the evaluation of the game, it's like seems like too much there. One or two fewer cards. I don't have enough of the train cards. Let's go ahead and claim this. Now I can either do white here or yellow and that there. Seems like there's a shortage of the right color cards. So maybe one of those has to be a rainbow wild card? Maybe that's the thing? We'll see. Then I guess I need 2 wild cards, don't I? Let's see, if I had 3 red, that would work. But I don't see a single red on the field. I have enough white cards, so I might as well take this. That punches 1 ticket. So just draw that, I guess. And then something like this should work. Oh, I see. I see how this works. And I guess in a pretty good position. He's got 26. I'm in a pretty good position to get some new tickets. Like that one we can definitely take. And that one we probably could make it to where we were going, but I don't see a reason to. I think we just take the money and go. Another 10 points. Spend the next turn, grab some more tickets. That one we could certainly take. That one probably not. That one. Neither one of these are super interesting. So let's go ahead and take this. And then we'll take that. And then we'll take this. Now, I don't have enough to connect these railroads though. So we'll take another one. If I could get the reds, that would be nice. I'll just take this though. one blue. Give me one more blue. Connect that route. So here we're not specifically trying to go for any super long line, but you can see his line's not that long either, so let's see. Can I claim this one? Let's just play out our hand. Can I play this? I would need 2 of those, I suppose. Let's just take a couple of these. Yeah, I know it's my turn. We'll draw as many of these extra things as we can, and we'll just keep on trying. It's a little dull. He has 2 or less wagons left. So let's see. Can I take this? No, I can't. So then, because we're at that point, let's just draw cards and gamble one last time. We don't have any of those connected, so we'll take this 3 and be done with it, and that's the end of the game. The music's good in this, and the gameplay compared to something like Monopoly is certainly a lot faster. It takes about 15 minutes to play a game. There's still kind of some setup to it though. Still you have to shuffle 2 decks of cards, basically, and you have to sort out a bunch of pieces. There's no events or anything going on here. You never have like a cow on the tracks or something like after each player has played a turn, or after each player has played 5 turns, you have an event card that puts some randomness into it, so it's a 100% strategy thing. I still lost, wow. Every time. So, yeah. It just seems like this dull strategy game every time, and every little spin doesn't seem like it's changing that much. Next time we'll do mega and big cities for Europe, and then Switzerland and Nordic countries, and then Asia and India. A little surprising too that there's no railroads in the other countries. I think Russia is pretty well known for having some railroad systems, and just in general doing Asia and India. Asia is what? All of it? There's no railroads in any of Australia, any of South America over here, or Africa over here. Even if that's true, I mean, there probably is no railroads in Greenland to really speak of. Not as many as there are, or were, still are in the United States. But you could move things to the future. You could say that this is Greenland 4045 or something, and it's all hypertube maglev things. Japan, known for its rail system being on time. no element in this game at all about being on time. It's just about claiming the railroads and being a baron and getting, I suppose, ticket sales from them. It doesn't even really integrate or explain itself. It's such a simplistic concept. Hmm. Seems like they could have put more effort into it in general. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.